Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of My Action Figure Addiction. Today we're going to review something that I just got in the mail this week. Been excited for this. I was so sad that it got pushed back last year. It was supposed to be out last year, October. Then they pushed it back to December. Finally, January 2014, it ships. This is an awesome item, and I can't wait to pull it out and start playing with this thing. What I'm talking about is the RoboCop NECA Ed 209. This thing looks fucking awesome. Look at this thing. Comes in this big box, with all the artwork and such. So let's go ahead and pull it out and start messing with it. Alright guys, here he is, Ed 209. It's a pretty badass figure, as you can see. He has pretty good articulation for being a huge robot. He's got elbows, so he can go this way. They do go up and down here, so they got kind of shoulder joints. These flaps will lift up, so you can check out all the wiring and all the, his arms can go higher that way. They do rotate both sides. Down. And the detailing on this thing is just amazing. You can see all the little gears and stuff, the pistons all on there. It's just amazing. The one thing I can't get over the articulation is just the legs. They're very simple, just back and forth like this, but no ankle, no toes, no the backwards knee action, none of that. So that's one thing that's one little gripe I have about it. They could have gave him a knee articulation or something, but they didn't. So, but minor, you're not going to be walking him around or anything. He's just going to be sitting somewhere, so he didn't really need that. It'd just be a cool extra. The other feature that he does come with is movie accurate. This is the only other gripe that I have with this figure. Is right on his, I would call it his mouth, this area right here. This is where the speaker is located, and if you can't tell, it's a very small opening, so I can figure that speaker is pretty small. Now, the button for his movie accurate sounds is right here, and push it. And that was his sound. He has about 4 or 5 phrases, bullet shots and other things. Let me bring him in closer here so you can hear him. And that was that first one. So he has about 4 or 5 phrases. Now, that was pretty close to the camera. I can't imagine that audio being very good. And it's not very good in person either. That's kind of the thing that upset me. That speaker is so small. The audio is terrible. Terrible audio. If they brought the price down $10 and didn't put that audio in, I think it probably would have been better. The only suggestion that I could have made was if they made his top of his head here. This could have been made a speaker. Because I bet you if you open this up, there's all empty space right in there. That's a gripe for me. You know, they kind of messed up on that part. Another thing that I didn't like was, I don't know if you could hear it, but in the audio, they took direct audio from the movie and put it into the Ed 209. So in the scene where he's shooting, in the movie scene where he's shooting one of the office directors, or you know, the one of the he's being shown off for the first time, and the guy's pointing a gun at him, one of the office guys, and he shoots him. Well, you can hear the lady in the background on the toy. You can hear the audio of the lady screaming, which means they took the audio directly from the movie and just put it on here, which is kind of lame. I think it's kind of stupid because you don't have a lady anywhere near him. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it didn't make any sense for them to do that. They to me, they kind of took the cheap way out. Like, they couldn't find a soundbite of him just saying that and shooting. They had to take it directly from the movie. Like, you know, I could have made a better audio than that from recording on my TV. Like, it didn't make any sense. But, you know, other than that, it's pretty badass. You know, so molding and size and everything else, you know, is just amazing on this figure. Besides that, those 2 or 3 little things I have about it, and yeah, that's it. It's pretty cool. To me, it's still pretty badass. So, you know, these don't move. He's got legs, and his torso will swing, and you can look up and down and all these things. So, still a total pickup. I would still buy it again. All right, guys, and that was the Ed 209 from NECA, new 10-inch figure with sounds from movie accurate sounds from the movie. Pretty awesome. I pre-ordered mine from Big Bad Toy Store because I couldn't wait to see if they were actually going to make it to stores. Sometimes with these you never know. So rather than wait and find out, I pre-ordered it. It retailed at Big Bad Toy Store for about $59.99 with about $10 shipping. So it was about $70 to get it here in my collection. So, you know, I don't like ordering from Big Bad Toy Store because sometimes they can mark up their stuff, you know, like Marvel Legends and things compared to, you know, to their cases. So if it's one per case, it's more than if it's a regular figure. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about. But for this figure, it seems that's what the price is going to be. They didn't mark it up, so I was willing to pay the $10 to get it here. And I'm pretty happy with it, except for the minor gripes, like I said, you know, just the microphone and the leg articulation. So it's other than that, it's a great piece, as you can see, compared to the NECA 7-inch RoboCop. It's I don't know how movie accurate it is. He may be a little bit larger in the movie compared to the figures here in real life, but whatever. It's still a badass looking figure. Paint apps, the sculpt work, all the little details on him, perfect. I can't complain about that. It's just an awesome toy. It's to me, to my knowledge, it's the only other version besides the Hot Toy ones, which I'm not going to pay $400 or $500 for a Hot Toy Red 209. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. But you know, for $60, you really can't go wrong. It could have been, if it's a little bit cheaper, it'd be better. I'm going to wait to see if Toys R Us will eventually get them in stock. I don't imagine they will, because $59.99 is a lot to pay for a collector toy. So they're kind of iffy on whether or not they're going to stock those kind of items. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I mean, I've seen some of our Toys R Us in the area have SH Figuarts in the store instead of just online. So it all depends on how or who does their ordering for the store. So if they get it, awesome. I will use my ISIS mobile wallet, get $15 off a $30 purchase. That's, I say, $15. Hopefully that's what happens. I'll get another one and hopefully have it boxed, because the box in itself is pretty awesome. As you can see, it's a huge box. He fits right in and everything. I just, you know, want to have one sealed. I like to have two of everything. That's just the way I am, you know, so I spend a lot of money on my collection. So yeah, guys, you can't go wrong. If you have a 7-inch NECA Classic RoboCop, you have to have this. It's a must buy for that. that's why I had to buy it. I have robocop. Now you have someone to stand next to robocop and battle against them in your collection. Totally awesome. Can't go wrong. That was it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.